Hi children, welcome back to the geography class. Hope all of you are safe at your home. In the previous class, we discussed about the chapter In Search of the Source of Wind. Today we will continue the same chapter. Before starting the topic, you need to understand the flow of pressure. Naturally, atmospheric pressure moves from high pressure region to low pressure region. To illustrate this, let us suppose that point A has a pressure of 1013 millibars and point B has a pressure of 997 millibars. Here, the pressure moves from A, the area of high pressure, to B, the area of low pressure. So we can understand that atmospheric pressure moves from high pressure region to low pressure region. Let's move to the global pressure belts. The atmospheric pressure is more or less the same between certain latitudes. Based on this, the Earth's surface is divided into different pressure belts. These are known as global pressure belts. Equatorial low pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt, and polar high pressure belts are different pressure belts. Let's learn about each of these pressure belts in detail. First one, equatorial low pressure belt. This is the zone where the sun's rays fall vertically throughout the year. Hence, the temperature will be high in this zone all through the year. The air expands due to sun's heat and rises up on a massive scale. This is the reason for the low pressure experienced throughout this zone. The equatorial low pressure belt is situated between 5 degree north and south latitudes. As the air in this zone ascends on a large scale, winds are very feeble here. This pressure belt is also known as doldrum, meaning the zone with no winds. Next one is subtropical high pressure belt. The hot air ascending from the equatorial low pressure belt cools gradually and subsides at the subtropical zone due to the rotation of the earth. As a result of that, high pressure is experienced here. Next one, subpolar low pressure belt. This belt is extended between 60 degree and 65 degree latitude in both the hemispheres. This is a zone of wind convergence. The rotatory movement of the earth causes low density of atmosphere over this belt. Hence, the atmosphere over this belt is thin and thin atmosphere can exert only low pressure. Last one is polar high pressure belt. Around the North Pole and the South Pole, the temperature remains low, and thus a permanent high pressure develops over the poles. Let's conclude the class. What are things we discussed today? Yes, today we discussed about global pressure belts and the different pressure belts like equatorial low pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt, and polar high pressure belt. Hope you all understood what we learned today. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the chapter. Thank you.